Trump, Russia, Trump, Russia, Trump, Russia collusion. Remember that from 2 years ago? It's just a steady drumbeat from the mainstream media. It was a fact, Jack. All that had to be done was just investigated, and boom, we'll find out and get Trump out of office. Well, guess what? It's two years later, and as we're about to see, the chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, Senator Richard Burr, just stated that they have found Trump-Russia collusion? No, they found no evidence of Trump-Russia collusion. Got that? No evidence of Trump-Russia collusion. And of course, the dummies were quite irked about that, but oddly enough, they really didn't go into much detail. What really irked them was that President Trump tweeted about that. So this is going to be a little bit different, dummy funnies today. Instead of really looking at the dummies, we're going to look at the twits on Twitter because they were upset about this conclusion. And of course, as we'll see, they're completely divorced from reality. But first, let's go take a look at the Political article that reported on the sad news for dummies and all liberals out there about no evidence of Trump-Russia collusion. Let's go. Okay, the dummies really didn't have all that much to say about the chairman of the Senate Intel Committee saying that there was no evidence of Trump-Russia collusion, except that they did mock President Trump's tweet about it. So here, we're going to just go over this real quick, and then we're going to go to the actual tweet. It's Trump's first tweet of the day is another Burr said no collusion tweet tagging Greg Jarrett. And, they have the tweet here, which we're going to get to. And here, he says, he's innocent. Fox News said so. This is huge. No, it's not just Fox News. I'm sorry. Before we go to Trump's tweet, let's look at Politico. Hardly a right-wing organization, right? And look, here's a story. Senate Intelligence Chairman, no evidence of Trump-Russia collusion. So all that work that CNN and MSNBC and a lot of the other mainstream media were swearing up and down a couple of years ago was absolutely a fact. That's a fact, Jack. No, it turns out there's no there, as any rational person long suspected. So, and then here, just the details here. He says, and it was very extensive. He says, Burr told CBS that's Richard Burr, the chairman. Burr told CBS that the committee staff has interviewed more than 200 witnesses from multiple countries and reviewed over 300,000 pages. Based on the evidence to date, Burr said, the committee could not definitively say there was no collusion between Trump and the Russians. If we write a report based upon the facts that we have, then we don't have anything that would suggest there was collusion by the Trump campaign in Russia, Burr told CBS. And by the way, the ranking minority chairman, the Democrat, Mark Warner, I've checked on the internet. I've heard no objection. I haven't heard him say, "Oh no, this isn't true. We have found Trump-Russia collusion." No, he hasn't. He hasn't contested that conclusion by Burr. So now let's go to I call them the twits here. The twits on tweet. This is the ones that are still naysaying. Now here, this is naysaying President Trump's tweet. So here's President Trump, and this is from yesterday, February 7th, at a little after 9:05. Highly respected Senator Richard Burr, chairman of the Senate Intelligence, said today that after an almost 2-year investigation, he saw no evidence of Russia collusion. We don't have anything that would suggest there was collusion by the Trump campaign in Russia. Thank you. So that's what had the dummies sort of upset. Of course, they were actually kind of in a state of shock because that dummy thread. There was actually two dummy threads that were about this. It was about not so much about Burr's conclusion about no Russia collusion, Trump-Russia collusion, but the fact that President Trump tweeted about it. But let's go. We're going to take a look now at some of the naysayers. I call them the twits here on Twitter that just can't abide by this. Yeah, here's one. Guitar computer. Laughing, LOL. The probable cause is everywhere. He's guilty. He knows he's guilty. We know he knows he's guilty. Really? And after all that investigation by you have more evidence than a Senate Intelligence Committee? If you have it, Mr. Guitar Computer, then maybe you should present it to him. So here's a guy who goes, that's nothing. The truly scary truth with his Putin bromance has yet to be exposed. Yeah, right. We're still waiting on that. Yeah, I like this one here. From Nowhere Road. We are waiting for Mr. Mueller and his finished report, but keep pretending if you like. Yeah, well, what do you think? Mueller report's going to come out and completely contradict the intense Senate Intel Committee investigation? Yeah, they're going to have, we have solid evidence. I don't know how the Senate Intelligence Committee missed it. No, it's not going to happen. The most that's going to happen is process crimes, Oh, we didn't like the way he answered it. Now, here's an interesting spin. False narrative. The Senate Intelligence Committee isn't coming to any conclusions because the evidence they still have to examine is so voluminous. Yeah, you're right. It's the file at the end of the tunnel. Okay, I think we're going to conclude, not from a regular twit as before, but somebody has a good conclusion here. It says, amazing. From the day Watergate was broken into until the day Nixon resigned equal 26 months, 2 rookie reporters, 1 newspaper, Trump investigation so far, 30 months, best FBI guys we have, almost every newspaper and investigative reporters, the power of the entire Dem Party, and 0. Couldn't say it better than myself. So that's it. Let's face it. There's no there with the Trump investigation into Trump-Russia collusion. The mainstream media put all their credibility on the line. Now they're just hoping that you sort of forget that's what they are completely obsessed about. Trump-Russia, 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 Trump-Russia. Of course, that was 2 years ago. Now they want you to forget all about that. And remember, here at the Dummy Funnies, we're looking at the left so you don't have to. So if you appreciate our service, please hit the subscribe button below. Please!